Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel Unyistitches. In this channel we upload sewing tutorial, pattern drafting, sewing tips, sewing tricks and sewing techniques. If today is the first time of you seeing me, welcome to my channel, and to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support. So in today's tutorial we want to learn how to draft this beautiful top that you see on the screen. So what you need is just your pattern paper, your marker and your measuring tape. And the measurement needed is your shoulder measurement, your bust measurement, your waist measurement. So without wasting much of our time, let's go straight into the tutorial. As you can see, this is my pattern paper and I've folded it into two. So my pattern is on fold. You have to pin it down so that it doesn't move. And on my pattern paper, I've done some of my markings. This is my shoulder line, which represents my starting point. And then this other line is my chest line. This one is my bust line. This one is my waist line. As you can see on the picture, the top stops immediately after your waistline, or you can make it stop at your belly button. So on my pattern paper, this side will be my center front, and this is my side seam. So I've gone ahead to mark my shoulder measurement. That is my shoulder divided by 2. So the one I'm working with is 8.5. Then I impute my neck. I made use of 3 by 3. That is 3 inches neck depth and 3 inches neck width. And then I sloped my shoulder by 1 inch and I connected it to my chest line. I will drop the link on the description on how to draft your basic bodice pattern. If you don't know how to do that, I have a detailed video. So now let's start from here. The next thing I will do will be for me to impute my armhole curve. So to do that, I will measure this line, that is from my shoulder slope to my chest line. Whatever measurement I have, I will divide it by 2. So I'll mark the center of my line. This is the center of my line. Then I will come in toward my center front by 1/2 of an inch. The next will be for me to impute my bust measurement on the chest line. The bust I'm working with is 40 inches. I will divide that by 4. So I'll impute my 10 inches. Make sure you're using your own measurement. So I will connect my armhole. So that is my armhole. The next thing I will do will be for me to impute the same bust measurement on my bust line. Then I will draw to have a straight line. The next thing I will do will be for me to impute my waist measurement. I will divide my waist measurement by 4. I will mark down my inches, then I will add 1.5 inches for my dart, then I will connect the line. The next step is for me to impute my darts. I will mark my bust part measurement, divide by 2 on my waistline and also on my bust line. I will connect the point. I will open up my dart by 0.75 on each side. Remember, we added 1.5. Then I'll connect it to my bust point. The next step is to come to my shoulder line. I will mark 1/2 of my shoulder line. Then I will draw a straight line to connect it to my bust point. I will impute a dart of 1 inch. That is 1/2 inch on both sides. I will connect it to my bust point as well. The next thing I will do will be for me to replot my neckline. So I will mark 5 inches below my shoulder line. I want it to be 5 inches. You can mark more than 5 inches. It depends on what you want. Then I'm going to connect to form a straight line. The next thing will be for me to add my seam allowance. I'm going to make use of 2 inches seam allowance. Then on my armhole, I'm going to make use of 0.5 inch seam allowance. So I'll connect to replot my armhole. Can you see? I'll add 1 inch for my hemming allowance as well. Then I'll connect to have a straight line. The next step is for me to mark my button allowance. I'm going to make use of 1 inch, then I'll connect my line. I'll mark where I want to install my buttons. Can you see? I'll go ahead and cut my pattern. This is my pattern after cutting it. Can you see how beautiful it looks like? The center front is 2-piece. So I will pin it down using my pin so that you will see how it looks like when you join on your fabric. So I've used a pin to hold my pattern. Can you see how it looks like when you cut on your fabric? When you're cutting on your fabric, make sure you add your seam allowance on this side of the panel and also here. Repeat same here and here as well. For the sleeve, you just cut your off-shoulder sleeve. I have a detailed video on how to cut your off-shoulder sleeve. When you cut your off-shoulder, you add some inches. As you can see, there is an elastic on the sleeve, so you add extra inches so that it will gather a bit, as you see on the sleeve. Then you will bend it like this. For example, this is my off-shoulder sleeve. Then you will fold it in like this. You sew it and pass your elastic in here. And once you pass your elastic there, you sew the down part. You fold the down part as well. Then pass your elastic as well. Then you sew your inner seam for the sleeve. When you pass your elastic, this is how it will look like. It will gather this way. Then you attach it on your main fabric. Thank you so much for watching. If this tutorial has been helpful to you, please give us a thumbs up, share our videos, and subscribe to our channel. Turn on your notification bell so that when once I upload new sewing tutorial, you'll be notified. See you on next video. Bye bye.